Hello everyone, my name is Luke, and why do I subject myself to such painful challenges? It's because you guys enjoy them, and I like you better than I enjoy having my sanity. That's why I thought that after round 100 without using a gun, round 40 with no kills, and getting the last gen Shadows of Evil world record, I decided it would be a good idea to try and one-up myself. All three of my remaining brain cells thought it would be a good idea to get the Black Ops Wii world record with a fucking Wii Mote. If you appreciate me subjecting myself to this, then please give Poppy Luke a cheeky little like and leave some challenge suggestions in the comments below. Let's roll the intro. First of all, I apologize for melting your eyes with the quality of this footage, but this is actually what the game looks like. The Wii doesn't even have an HDMI port, so I had to buy an adapter to even record this game. It didn't make the quality of the footage any better though, unfortunately, and even more unfortunate was that I now have to play with a Wii Mote and try to actually high round while looking at this. And something I want to touch on right away is that there is actually a pro controller, which makes it as if you're playing any other version of the game. It's a basic controller and it makes the game way too easy. That's why I chose the motion controls, which are the equivalent of a drunk toddler trying to compete in the Olympics, so they're horrible. And here are my first few rounds of getting used to them and failing miserably to even look in a direction properly. Literally getting past round 3 was harder than most of the challenges that I attempt on this channel, but after a few attempts and dying a few times and figuring out where I need to have the sensor bar and a lot of concentration, I finally opened a few doors. And things were looking good, they were finally looking up for me, I'm making some progress, and then I died. On my next attempt though, I got super lucky, and while running away from the Hellhounds, I got the Thunder Gun from the mystery box and I sent Fluffy's ass straight back to hell. After some tense moments though, I was able to open the power switch and get me some Juggernog, which made me feel a lot safer. From that moment on, I was a force to be reckoned with. Even though I was looking around like an old man with Parkinson's, I had my setup, and now all I needed to do was grab Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and grab the AUG off of the wall in front of the stage. If you've never seen the Wii version of Black Ops 1, then yeah, that's a thing. I'm also going to show you the most cursed thing that you will see in zombies this year, and that is reloading the Thunder Gun mid-magazine. I'm actually not entirely sure why they chose to add this, but I'm really not going to complain. And I'm pretty sure that every time I did this, my life got shortened by some sort of magical ritual, and that's why I did it a lot. And now we get to the point in the game that it starts to really slow down. First of all, instead of the usual 24 zombies per horde that you can kill, the Wii only lets a maximum of 16 zombies spawn at once. That's probably because little Timmy and his cousin who are split screen in the game would have found 24 to be a little bit too much, and I kind of agree with that, and they didn't expect it like me to be tryharding at this and actually going for high rounds. There's also an ungodly amount of Nova zombies, and in a full horde you might have 6 regular zombies and 10 Nova zombies, and they're also slower than normal, it feels like, which makes the game even slower and more boring than it would have been. Also, I know I glossed over this earlier, but here's a rapid fire of what's different about the Wii version and normal versions of Kino der Toten. There's no mule kick, the zombies don't get stunned when they're shot, the fire trap doesn't cause me any damage, zombies can clip through almost any wall and floor, and the zombies tend to hold on to you like it's World at War. There are more differences, but honestly I would be here all day with every single minor detail, and it's one of those things that if you just watch you'll kind of figure it out and you'll be like, oh yeah that's different and that's kind of stupid. Kino der Toten is also the only map on the Wii version of Black Ops 1, even though there is the intro cutscene for 5 in the files. I feel like they probably could have added it in, but I don't know, they just probably got lazy, or maybe the disc couldn't handle it. Back to this stupid ass challenge though, after about round 20 and gaining a few points, I started to dabble with the traps a little bit because I was actually running out of ammo in my Thunder Gun. Because see, a weird side effect of less zombies being on the map means that I need to use more ammo from my Thunder Gun to get through a round. Like, wow, who would have thought? Same amount of zombies, but less of them spawning at once, so I need more ammo. So on round 23, I pack punched for the first and only time in this game while trying to kill a Nova Crawler with motion controls, and it wasn't fun. I did not have fun with that. I just figured it would be at least useful to finish them off. By this point, you probably noticed that sometimes my controls go insane or a red X pops up somewhere on my screen, and this either happens because I have the coordination of a toddler or because when the Wii sensor bar doesn't detect your Wii Mote, it kind of freaks out and keeps spinning in one direction until it finds it again. Back to the game, from the start of round 27 to the end of round 32, it literally took me 30 minutes to complete, and that's with a dog round in between. And since I had to sit in a really uncomfortable position, my lower back and my arm were starting to kill me, which made this challenge feel even longer. The good news was that the game itself started to seem easier as I got more used to the controls and being able to sit in the fire trap while the Wii Mode shook more than your mom's vibrator. It was a nice change of pace and it gave me a few seconds to relax and just sort of vibe a little bit. And even after this, I just kept vibing and losing more brain cells until round 42 when I took my only down of the game. Because, to be honest, I just zoned out a little bit. I should also probably address the title of this video. As I mentioned earlier, you could play this game with the Wii Pro controller, which is literally like any other controller, and you can play with the Wii Mote, nunchuck, and motion controls. And the way that you can tell the difference between them is that the Pro controller, it looks like you're just playing normal Kino Bo shit graphics, but on the motion controls, you look dumb as hell and your gun sways everywhere and you can see the little dot on the screen. So on the Pro controller, the highest round is actually round 106. And on the Wii Mode, the highest round before I played my game was round 41 by my fiance. Literally, I couldn't find much footage of this game to begin with, but especially high rounds on motion controls. Literally, I sat there for hours on YouTube trying to find footage of this game, and most of it was from 9 years ago, so I guess really no one's playing Black Ops 1 on the Wii anymore. But something else that I did find is that there's actually a little active community that still plays Wii Call of Duty for some reason. There's especially a guy named Icon Boy that I'm going to link in the description, and he made an entire documentary about all of the Call of Duty Nintendo games, and it's actually pretty interesting, and he's still pretty active in this whole scene, so it's fairly interesting. I'll link him in the description. Anyway though, back to business. Obviously, because I am such a Chad gamer, I had to take this world record. After my round 42 down, I didn't have many issues other than my back was hurting, and eventually after round 49 I swung my controller around causing multiple seizures, and round 50 was a dog round. So there we have it, the new Wii motion control world record because I hate myself. To be honest, I could have kept going in this game, but just nah, I can't handle losing any more of the 2 brain cells that I have left. Those are to be lost at another time in another challenge. And on the difficulty scale of this entire challenge, I'm going to give it about 9 Nocturne Totens out of 9 because this was difficult. I didn't actually have to make that many attempts at it, and it didn't take as long as some of the other challenges did, but out of sheer difficulty and the amount that I had to focus, this was probably the hardest out of all of them I've ever done. And because of where my setup actually is, the sun was shining onto my screen, so I had to only play at certain times of the day, and it was just a big pain in the ass to do this. But we got it done, gamers, and we got us another record. It doesn't matter if it's the Wii, I don't care if it's a specific challenge on the Wii, but we take this dub. We take every single one that we can get, gamers. And with the Cold War reveal in a few days, I am freaking hyped, gamers. So, if you guys want to see some Cold War stuff maybe starting on Wednesday, then make sure to subscribe. Like the video, I would appreciate it for all the brain cells that I lost for this video. Anyway, I do love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.